Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or perhaps I should say good morning or good afternoon. I guess it all depends on when you watch this. Um, this is SC2Strats, aka Chin Special, and today I am doing another cast. So this game is about a month old at this point, but I have not seen it myself. It has gotten some pretty good ratings. Apparently, some pretty good battles go on here. I'm not sure exactly. I believe this is pre-patch. Well, then again, there's no Zerg, so it shouldn't matter too much unless, of course, there's Void Rays and maybe a Reaper Harass. But anyway, this was between Shark and Mana, and it is from Go for SC2 number 37, and I believe it is the finals. So yeah, this is definitely pre-patch game, so the Void Rays have not been nerfed in speed or damage, and the Terran can get a Reaper Rush if he so wishes. Just keep that in mind, something to make sure you guys know about in case you see something that doesn't exactly coincide with the newest patch. Um, but yeah, anyways, we have Shark in the right corner over here, as well as Mana in the blue corner as Protoss. And hopefully we see some good stuff from both sides. Not too much going on here. Mana's getting an early scout out. Just grab that Zelnaga real quick to get rid of some of that fog, and we see Shark is moving out with his first SCV. And as you can see, the Reaper, let's see. Yes, the barracks does not require a supply depot as it does in the new patch. Just letting you guys know that. So, Shark is going to scout over here, but it is the wrong base. And Mana was able to get in there, but a quick Marine disposed of that scouting probe pretty easily. We see a very early tech lab coming out here, and a second barracks, not a factory, so you probably won't be going for that 111 barracks factory starport build, but he is actually going for early Reapers here. And we see the Protoss player has a Cybernetics core pretty early, getting a lot of gas pretty quickly, and is chrono boosting out his first Stalker, probably to counterattack a Reaper, which he does anticipate due to that early tech lab, I'm sure. He was able to hit down that SCV pretty quickly, and we do see the Reaper coming out. He will have to do some pretty good micro to get around that Stalker, because one Stalker versus one Reaper is not too much of a match if the Stalker has good positioning. We see a very early start, well, pretty early Stargate by Mana over here, and he is going to move this Reaper in and start harassing these probes. He will be able to pick off one, maybe two. No, this Stalker is going to take it down as well as Zealot. That Reaper really did not do very much damage at all. Good quick scout by Mana, catching the Reaper in the works and chrono boosting out a quick Stalker to prevent any sort of Reaper rush. And we do see Shark has a couple Marauders, some Marines, getting his army out a little early to possibly combat a quick attack by Mana over here. Another gateway coming up, and the Stargate is chrono boosting out a Phoenix very quickly. We should probably see some interesting Phoenix, maybe harassment, and some just maybe quick scouting. It'll be interesting to see what he does with that Phoenix. We do see a reactor here to get out these Marines pretty quickly, and a quick expansion by the Terran player here. He's actually moving out his command center very aggressively into his natural, not even bothering to build it within his own base. He does not have any sort of a wall, and he is moving his army into the front of the choke point in front of his natural. He is aggressively taking care of this, and we do see that Mana has moved out with his Phoenix. He's scouting out the entire base. He saw that quick expansion as well as the quick little army there, And he sees the reactor on the barracks, definitely. He's probably just going to hang out here and kind of wait around, probably scout out a little bit later and see what's going on. We see a Shark moving into his natural right now with these SCVs. And let's just check out what Mana's doing here. Oh, we do see Stimpack being researched. And a few Zealots, a Sentry. Not too many units on this side. Nothing's going on with the Stargate. We do see a Twilight Council coming up. Let's see. Yep. Sorry about that. I just had to check something real quick. We see a Templar Archives coming up, probably seeing a ground-based army here. There's only still 2 warp gates. We do see 2 Phoenixes now. He's probably going to try some harassment here. Pick off that mule. Good move. The mule is a very large source of income for the Terran player, and it wastes, well, it doesn't exactly waste, but it uses 50 energy from the orbital command. So picking up that mule probably slowed down his economy. Not a whole lot, but enough to do some damage. And again, he's just going to pick off some of these SCVs one by one, do some more harassment with these Phoenixes. And we do see a probe try to come in and scout real quick, but the Marauder easily took care of it, especially with those concussive shells. They had no chance. We see the factory coming out with a reactor, probably for, I guess, some Hellions? He might be transferring that reactor over to the starport. I don't know at this point. But we do see the starport coming up, and Psionic Storm as well as Charge being researched by the Protoss player, and the combat shield on the Terran side. We do see a High Templar warped in, as well as a few Zealots here just kind of hanging out, and the Twilight Council researching Charge, Psionic Storm, and not too much going on with the Stargate. We are seeing Mana branch out with his first natural expansion, and the Phoenixes are coming back. We are seeing this factory move out. I'm not sure, he might just be using it solely for scouting purposes. And like I said before, he did move that starport over to the reactor so he can get out a lot of medevac in a very short amount of time. We're seeing more barracks coming out, probably just pump out a bunch of Marines and Marauders. Some more Phoenix Rush going on here, taking down that mule, taking down an SCV, and they are going to be able to escape pretty easily. Phoenixes are very fast and can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, especially when they lift up those worker units. This factory is definitely going to be used for scouting, and Mana definitely sees it, but I don't think he's going to really do anything about it. He just has one stalker in place, but the factory has a lot of health, so it's going to be able to see pretty much everything, I believe. He's got to try and move his army out so he doesn't see it. These Phoenixes are going to start sniping it down as well. And, yep, he was able to move out his army just in time to avoid him from seeing it. And we are seeing the Terran player move in here. I am getting some live. There we go. Sorry about that. And the High Templars did take out quite a few Marines there with that storm, and I think that Shark just realized it was not a battle he could win. Two High Templars and a bunch of Zealots against this army is not going to cut it, especially with Charge researched already. We see another command center being built here for a very aggressive expansion play by the Terran player Shark here. He's trying to get as much resources as possible so he can build up his army that much faster. We see the Phoenixes just took down that factory. It's done all the scouting it's going to do. Down goes the factory. We see even a robotics coming up, probably to get some Colossi. The Colossus will just pretty much devastate a Terran infantry army. They are loading into these medevacs probably for a drop, and pretty much just replenishing his army right now. The Protoss player is starting to move out a bit. He's probably going to try and nab this high yield, and he's going to run around with these Phoenixes, do some more harassment. If he could snipe down a medevac or two, that would be a pretty huge gain for him. But both sides right now are going pretty macro-based, trying to do all they can to sort of just up their income, bolster their army sizes, And here comes Shark with the Medivacs, and he's gonna come around the back here, I believe, and try and drop right onto this cliff, actually. While his other army, the other half of his army, is gonna move out here. The storm was not effective. He was able to get out in time. That was a pretty good storm. Hit a lot of marauders there. Here come the zealots. They're gonna charge right in there. But he does not see this at all. This other army, but this guy, he's just gotta run back. And Mana is gonna try and charge, I think, just directly right into his base, while Shark has another army down at Mana's base, chipping away at his expo down there. He's gonna move in with this army, and oh, that sentry did not have a chance. There's a lot of High Templars here. They can easily storm down this army here, but here comes Shark, destroying his natural, and this army is getting completely destroyed by all of this Psionic Storm action. But so is this expansion. It is getting massacred by these marauders, and he is going to be forced to retreat. He can't let them get into his base here. He does have some Templars here. Great storm action, and here come the Phoenixes to pick off these Medivacs. Great move by Mana here. One of them got taken down. Good storm there by the Templars. You got to get that one away. Oh, he's warping in some Archons here. I don't know why he's not using the Zealots. He's got to move those guys in. And there goes down that Marauder. Here comes the Phoenix to try and pick off this last Medivac. And it is going to be taken down pretty easily. And these Marauders are just going to be stranded up here. Not much they can do. He is getting this high yield expansion up. And Shark is trying to morph this command center into a planetary, as Mana was not able to destroy it. These Medivacs are just replenishing the army. He's grabbed the Xel'Naga, and Mana grabbed this Xel'Naga, so they both have kind of half the field in their view. And these Stalkers, I was kind of trying and work in there, and nope, just gonna take them down one by one. Marauders just kind of chilling there. Here comes another drop, probably right into his main here, maybe right onto the main mineral line. That would be something. Mana has no idea it's coming. Here they come, dropping them all along here, focusing down the pylons, focusing down the warp gates. Definitely the pylons here. Gotta destroy those pylons. Here come the Templars. The Medivac needs to pick them up. So you gotta pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, get away. The charge is killing them, breaking them down. The Medivac picks up like about half the army just in time. They're gonna get out of there and get away from that ground army. I think Mana could use a little bit better spreading of his units here. He's kind of bunching them up all in one place, but I think he should be okay because Shark's not going for any more drops right now. Pretty good drop play by Shark over here, really harassing, using the drops all along the Protoss side. But again, harassment by the Protoss side as well with these Phoenixes. And he was able to get a Zealot over there to destroy that Marauder. And this high yield is pretty well saturated at this point, as well as Shark's is very well saturated. The natural is saturated.